The most horrifying void in the universe shouldn't exist. Somewhere far beyond the stars, hidden in the darkness of deep space, there is a place that feels like it should not exist. Not a black hole, not a dead galaxy. Something even stranger, a massive region of the universe where thousands of galaxies should be shining, but almost nothing is there. Imagine traveling through space for millions and millions of years, expecting to see galaxies, stars, and light, but instead, you find silence, darkness, and emptiness, stretching farther than the human mind can understand. Welcome to Cosmic Unknowns. Today, we are entering one of the most unsettling mysteries ever discovered. The Boat's Void, a cosmic ghost town so enormous, it almost feels like reality forgot to create something there. A hole bigger than human imagination. Imagine looking up at the night sky and discovering that an entire region of the universe is missing. Not a planet, not a star, not even a galaxy. A region so enormous that if you traveled through it at the speed of light, it would take hundreds of millions of years to cross. A place where thousands of galaxies should exist, but don't. At first that sounds impossible. The universe is supposed to be filled with galaxies. Everywhere astronomers point their telescopes, they find more stars, more planets, and more cosmic structures. Yet hidden among these cosmic cities lies something that seems completely wrong. A gigantic emptiness. A place known as the Boat's Void. And the most terrifying part? Scientists still aren't entirely sure why it exists. The discovery that shocked astronomers in 1981. Astronomers were mapping the distribution of galaxies across the universe when they noticed something strange. One area appeared almost completely empty. At first, they assumed it was a mistake. Maybe the instruments were malfunctioning. Maybe the observations were incomplete. But as more data arrived, the truth became impossible to ignore. The empty region was real, and it was enormous. The Boat's Void measures roughly 330 million light-years across. To understand how absurdly large that is, consider this. Our entire Milky Way galaxy is about 100,000 light-years wide. You could line up more than 3,000 Milky Ways side by side and still not cross the void. Suddenly, the word empty takes on a whole new meaning. What should be there? The universe isn't random chaos. On the largest scales, galaxies form a vast cosmic web. Gigantic filaments of galaxies stretch across space like glowing highways, connected by gravity over billions of years. Between these filaments are smaller empty regions called cosmic voids. Astronomers expected to find those. But the Boat's Void wasn't small. It wasn't normal. It was absurdly oversized. Based on current models, thousands of galaxies should occupy a region this large. Instead, astronomers found only a handful. Imagine walking into a city the size of a continent and finding only a few isolated houses. That's essentially what scientists discovered. And immediately, a disturbing question emerged. What happened to everything that should be there? The universe's greatest ghost town. If humanity could somehow travel into the Boat's Void, the experience would be unlike anything imaginable. The night sky would look completely different. On Earth, our sky is filled with stars because we're inside a galaxy. Inside the void, galaxies are separated by unimaginable distances. Many regions would be almost completely dark. The nearest major galaxies could be tens of millions of light-years away. For the first time, you'd truly understand what the word empty means. The void isn't just lacking stars, it's lacking almost everything. In a universe overflowing with matter, the Boat's Void feels like a cosmic mistake, a giant hole punched into reality itself. The first terrifying theory, naturally. Scientists tried explaining it. One possibility was that the void formed naturally. Over billions of years, gravity pulls matter together. Galaxies cluster into groups. Those groups merge into larger structures. As matter gathers in some locations, other regions become emptier. This process can create cosmic voids. The problem? The boat's void is so massive that standard models struggle to explain it completely. It's like finding a wave in the ocean taller than a mountain. Technically possible, but extremely difficult to understand. The more astronomers studied it, the stranger it seemed. Could something have removed the galaxies? Then came a more unsettling idea. What if galaxies once existed there? What if something removed them? Not destroyed them, moved them. Some researchers suggested that enormous gravitational forces may have gradually pulled matter away from the region over billions of years. Imagine stretching a piece of dough. As material moves outward, a thinner and thinner section appears in the middle. Perhaps something similar happened on a cosmic scale. Massive structures surrounding the void may have drained matter away, leaving behind one of the emptiest regions in existence. But even this explanation leaves unanswered questions. Why here? Why so large? And why does the void seem almost too empty? The cold spot mystery. Just when astronomers thought things couldn't become stranger, another mystery appeared. In 2004, scientists studying the cosmic microwave background, the faint radiation left over from the Big Bang, noticed an unusually cold region in space. It became known as the cold spot, and for a while, some researchers wondered whether the boat's void might be responsible. The idea was fascinating. Light traveling through enormous empty regions behaves differently than light passing through areas filled with matter. Perhaps the giant void was somehow affecting ancient light from the early universe. Although later studies suggested the explanation might be more complicated, the connection highlighted just how influential the void could be. Something so empty was still capable of affecting the universe around it. The most frightening possibility now, we arrive at the theory that truly captures people's imagination. What if the void isn't simply a void? What if it's evidence that our understanding of the universe is incomplete? Throughout history, scientific revolutions often begin with anomalies. Something doesn't fit. Something refuses to behave as expected. Then, years later, a breakthrough changes everything. The boat's void may represent one of those anomalies. Perhaps future discoveries about dark matter, dark energy, or the structure of space-time itself will finally explain why it exists. Or perhaps the answer is something nobody has imagined yet. That's what makes the void so unsettling. Not what we know, but what we don't. A universe full of unknowns. One of the greatest misconceptions about astronomy, that the universe is still far stranger than we imagine. If this mystery made you question what else could be hiding in deep space, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Cosmic Unknowns, and stay with us, because the next mystery may be even darker. Because in the universe, the scariest discoveries are not always what we find. Sometimes they're what we don't. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more content like this.